Brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. It's Bridgewater. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action. Love to throw. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. Love now. Space to run past the 20. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Bridgewater on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hands it off out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 44 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They give it to Williams running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 1, Love. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action now. Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Able to slither by and finally brought down at the 43. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play action this time with Love. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown! Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First down throw for Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he loses the football a second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Love. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Love. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A huge play there for Denver. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it'll be third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Love. Steps away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Lava's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Third down. Here's McCaffrey. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Love. And it's complete to Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Probably
had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
173 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Now Love. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Las Vegas,